welcome back to my channel. I'm Amanda and today I'm playing with my Counterfeit Kit Challenge and May I Scraplift You for May 14th. And it is Jennifer Gagne today that we are scraplifting, who is Kaz Mum on YouTube and Instagram, and I will definitely have her linked below. And I'm going to do a companion page for yesterday's because I remembered I had these two pictures after I did the layout yesterday, and I was like, oh, I have scraps, I can probably make this work. So I did choose this layout to scrap lift. There was a few that I was debating between from Jen. One of them was having cardstock on top, but I didn't have the cardstock in the same color as the other one, and this not being exactly the same is okay, and I'm totally happy with that, but I didn't want totally different cardstock. I don't know why that was the issue. That was one of the things for me. So I decided to go with this one. I'm going to use two pictures instead of one. I am going to crop these down to just shy of 3.5 by 5. And so I can get a mat on them so that the mat ends up being 3.5 by 5. So they're just a little bit shorter. I'm making sure my white cardstock, which I'm going to glue everything onto, is 12 by 12 to start with. And then I still don't have my tape runners yet. So hopefully sometime today. So I hope. This is a pain doing it this way. I don't mind it for like big stuff and like when I really want a good adhere. But man, a tape runner is just so much easier. So you've seen that I just tore that piece that I had left over right in half. And I tore up and then up on either side so that not one side was just being pulled up, so that you got like the white core on both, because I don't mind the white core. You'll see some of it, but I am going to go grab some water here in a second, or I already did. I already grabbed the water, I think. Yep. And scrunch those edges up. Man, I'm just busy talking. And then this is what I had left over from the other page for this flower bit. And I want to use both pieces. So my middle part's going to deviate from Jen's just a little bit. So I have the flowers that are in one color on top. And then these are going to go in behind, kind of like her checkered pattern that she has. But I'm going to have a sneaky little piece that comes up. So she's got a little bit of blue that sneaks up in between the houses and that bottom piece of paper. My sneaky bit is going to be a lot more with this. And so I am going to cut these flags off because I'm hoping I can salvage them and don't need as much. So, and then this took a little bit of thinking. So you're going to see me like work myself through this. So I was thinking maybe I could just line it up and like that. And I'm like, but I don't have enough that way. And I don't want to use more of this color story paper than I have to, because the backside's so cute. And I still have a pocket card and a whole strip of the pocket cards left. So I could have just used the piece and been done with it. But I want to use the pocket cards. So this is what I did. I like ripped and glued and strategically placed. A lot of this you're not going to see on this side, but that's totally okay. I wasn't quite sure where my pictures were going to go, so I made sure that wherever I decided to put them, it was going to be okay. So just another ripped piece here to kind of fill in that gap. And so then there's going to be like this little gap underneath. There's going to be this checkered paper, and I don't 100% match it up. I don't care. Unless you're really looking close with it, nobody's going to know, except that I just told you so that you know. But when I show my kids, they're not going to see the line. It is enough. There's enough there that it's just not going to matter. If I was really worried about it, you do see one of the lines when I'm done. But if I was really worried about it, I would have put like an embellishment or something else there. And I really am not. So I got that pieced in. I do have my photos now that I'm going to be like, I think they're going to go here. her picture is stuck in behind some stuff. I'm going to put mine in behind and overlapping the top like hers are. I am going to mat these in black and white, like my other photo on my other page was. My other page also got a third mat with that plaid paper. This is not, but I cut that out because this is such a pain with this tape. So I don't know how the ladies do it that have to do this all the time. Well, I kind of know how Mel does it, because you can see that a lot of times Mel has the tape on her stuff before she gets going. So then she's just putting it together, and she does do some changes as she's going, but she's got like the tape on it a lot of times, and then sometimes she doesn't. But I just I don't plan out my layouts that much when I start. I just want to create, and I push record on my camera, and then I fly by the seat of my pants and just get it done. So I did do a little bit of cleanup there because I couldn't find the simple story stuff, and I knew I had a banner piece in here that I totally am not going to use, but I did have one in here. And you did see me pull out a couple of things from a different Simple Stories pack. I am going to keep the Hello Sunshine banner that was there, but everything else is going to get put away. Because, yeah, I'm playing and enjoying, having fun with my stuff. And then I thought for a second I would use the banners in this My Favorite Summer, because I don't have much left on here. And I knew right then that I didn't like it, but I was like, oh, I'll just try all these. I'm like, no. No, I don't like it. The red is too dark, and yes, my kid has red on, but there's no red in the layout really at all, other than the two end pieces on the Hello Sunshine. So, wasn't gonna work. was not making me happy, so just away we go. And that is the only leftover flower from the other layout that I had, and I didn't realize I had another blue and yellow one, or else the part of blue one went on the other layout too, but it's gonna go on this one, and that's the only flower that I had left that I could pull over from the other layout. And then I decided I didn't have enough in my kit and on my table, so I went and grabbed my yellow, this is my yellow bin, and so I'm just gonna pull out some stuff. There's not a whole lot in here. There's enough in here. There's not a whole lot in here. So I think those yellow cork words are, not cork, chipboard words are from Studio Calico. I think the suns are Studio Calico, Ali Edwards. Some Jolie stickers that I'm not going to use. And yeah, just a few little things. That heart is either Studio Calico or Ali Edwards. This afternoon tag, I'm pretty sure was Studio Calico. And I think these were Studio Calico as well. And I haven't used any of them in this color. There was another color on top and I just cut them apart. So I'm going to get two on here. So the one on the left side says super happy, and the one on the right side says heart this. And then this tag was Studio Calico as well. And there's a spot that says original and destination. So I'm later going to write grade 6 and destination summer. Because this is year-end outside field day kind of thing. And they were doing a whole school capture the flag. And so our school wasn't very big. We were part of a home ed blended program. So the kids only went 2 days a week to do 2 of their courses, and the rest I did. And so this is this kiddo in grade 6, and she actually only did 1 course that year, which is totally fine. And then I decided the flare wasn't going to work there, but that little heart came from a die that I did some cutting out of for a couple months ago for my counterfeit kit. And then this is $49 in Market birdsong washi, and those are on the other page. So the one under the heart this on the right is One Fine Day. This one says The Good Life, and then this one says A Lovely Day, which is a repeat of like the day part of things. But I wanted another washi, and most of the rest of them are like about birds or singing and that kind of stuff, and she's playing Capture the Flag and not really singing. And then this is You're My Sunshine, and I put this on crooked, and then I tried to pull it off right away, and it's just gonna rip. So I was like, it's not gonna work. But I just pulled up the sun, and then I could rearrange it, and that worked out really well. That acetate piece is a bit see-through, but the glue is not showing. And then I just wrote down the grade 6 and originating and the destination summer. And on the back, I'm just going to write a little bit of journaling, Capture the Flag, with the whole school. And then I do cut out a little bit because I do name the one girl that's blurry in the background because I know who she is. And then I'm just going to add some sequins. And because the sequins were on the other page too, and super cute. I think I got more yellow on this not Rainbow Crush layout than I did on my yellow Rainbow Crush layout, but that's kind of funny, but totally cool. Oh, fun. So I'm just putting them in like clusters of 3-ish. I like pulled a bunch out. I didn't plan. I just literally took a pinch and decided I would put all the pinch on. So that works out pretty good. And here is a close-ups. I will link Jennifer's video for her layout that I scrap lifted from. There will also be a playlist for May I Scraplift You below. Make sure you go take a look. It's like well over 100 videos now for inspiration and some really neat ideas coming out from being scrap lifted. And here's the last one. Thank you so much for being here today. If you're new to my channel, I would really love if you subscribed. If you liked my video, please give me that thumbs up, and I always respond to my comments, so I would love it if you actually engaged with that too. Thank you so much. Have yourself a wonderful day.